Okay, so quickly we try to make this recording. It's the second day of Shavuot, and we just wanted to say Hag Zameah again. It's a beautiful, the commandments that our beloved God has given to us to live for eternity by, because that's why, also why God, our beloved God gave them to us, so we could, live for eternity and be good, God, and be happy. Because God, remember, we told you God thundered in the thunderings in Istanbul. Tell people you can live for eternity, and then we're to tell you how. Okay, me and my beloved sister Kippy's feet, and all our beloved royal family and kinspeoples people uh, help to try to explain to you a little bit, and our beloved royal family helps a lot to try to help you to see how you can live for eternity, and our beloved royal rabbis help tremendously, right? Okay, so now I want to say something I have to say or want to say. It's very been hard for me to say, all right? Those were two pedophiles that came after us and really wicked and evil. The people you see attacking help Teresa. You see what I'm saying, her sisters and everything, try to kill us. Really wicked and really wrong. And when I was kidnapped, the kidnapper admitted that he had kidnapped me, and they talked about laws. They used our laws to try to kill us. Basically, I said, don't tell. He told me that he had kidnapped me and that the death penalty would be death for kidnapping me. But he knew that. He took me to a library, and then Jenna and the crooked police there in Washington D.C. with the WiFi tried to pretend to try to kill me, and what they wanted to do was make faggots in our places, imposters trials and fake mo in our things. Two homosexuals with their dirty women, also homosexual. And Jenna was with Imposters Charles and Fake Mo, and just all those things. So we just want to let you know there too. And Teresa also involved. Teresa would come and arrest, and they knew they were helping Teresa to try to hurt us all. They just said everybody, because Imposters Charles took a lot of women and men too. You can't marry a man, and a man can't marry a man, and a woman can't marry a woman. But they were doing stuff like that, and they chose homosexuals to try to rule everything. And so basically said, but they know that it's never been, in the fallen things and devil things. Now I told you that they attacked me like they attacked my mother-in-law, and they would use the Bible, because my name is Jerusalem, and everybody knows my name is Jerusalem. My name is Jerusalem after Jerusalem in the Bible. And there's something that they say in the Bible, because the circumcised people will never be able to come in our things again. Our kingdom's holy. So the circumcision is a covenant with our God. And basically said to live right and to do right and to worship only our God. So everybody that has that knows that's why they have it and why it is for is that Abraham was circumcised, and Ishmael was circumcised, Isaac was circumcised, and everybody in their household was circumcised because of the covenant of God. And somebody said, yeah, we told you that the reactor showed me and my beloved community shabtai shabby is the first Abraham and Sarah, and it cost the second Abraham and Sarah. But there are people that might have that, but they're not really real. Basically, because they didn't make a covenant with their God. And there's things that the rabbis can explain to you what they have to do. They told us that they still have to have some kind of thing done where that then the covenant becomes in effect. People that are able to. And there have societies over there that they don't want that. In Washington D.C., I saw a poster. They're against circumcision. They're not Jewish. And when that man tried to rape me all the time, he said that. And the uncircumcised shall never pass through Jerusalem again. My name is Jerusalem, people. I'm named after Jerusalem, Israel. I'm sorry. I'll have to tell you this because I was a little girl when I was abducted. It was an organized police thing. And my beloved kmms shabtai, he was a little boy. And we were trying to help. We were a little boy, king and queen. We're trying to help our people. Teresa and Dr. Bamidbar wanted to be king and queen in our things. And they were really sick. And we told you, and everybody with him, all those women. That's why he took all those women, because he was gonna he thought he was gonna be something, and he's a Lucifer, and everything with him. Colin Powell called himself Beelzebub, and we know that they went back to Timnah, and that's a Amalekite. So basically, sitting there were mixed with animals and humans. You can't do that. Amalek is a penny of wrongdoing. So we just want to let you know that too. I'm sorry, my family knows that, the kidnappers, when they kidnap you, they do all kinds of stuff to you. It's understood. That's why the kidnapper is not to be released freely. And so basically said, but that's one of the things they would do to me. Basically said, and and people, all they could do was cry. They'd inject me and do all kinds of injecting me in front of my family. They just our brother they killed. He tried to rescue me. They shot him in the airport. That our beloved Rothschild's dad, my birth dad's first wife's son, who was my brother. They killed him in the airport. All I could ask was, why did you try to rescue me? When I got to the airport, I can remember him, but they took a syringe and stuck me in front of him. They injected me in front of my beloved kinspeoples. Imposter Charles, I've been over, was in Antalya, Turkey. And then he tried, my husband to get help, and he fell down the sewer. They thought he was dead, and all the people were glad he wasn't dead. But he was trying to help me. They knew he tried to run to a place where we have to try to ask for help. I was just keeled over. They injected me stuff with things that we wouldn't remember where I was at the next when they take me someplace. So when they injected me in front of our brother, and when he got to the airport, I didn't remember him because he tried to track us to the airport, tried to rescue me. And he said, who's that old white man with you? I said, what old white man? Because the man came in the office and demanded things, and he injected me in front of him. They did stuff like that to bad Americans. People, I'm sorry that I have to tell you these things. That the people that are hurting, they're wicked, and they do it on purpose. All of them are crooked, and they wanted their faggot rule and all their other dirty things of the devil. But that's the devil, people. We know there's the devils that are doing that. They try to look at our laws and things and then try to kill us with it. We do as our God says. Today is Shavuot. Okay, and basically then it's about the giving of our laws and commandments, and God says not to covet. My husband didn't want any of those women, and I certainly want any of those men. It's really disgusting. That man attacked me like that. I try to run. I try to get away. He pulled a gun on me. He do all kinds of things to me. I was already married to Shabby. They did things like that, and the horror of his. Teresa said she ruined my husband's face, and then she killed him. Nobody looked better than her man, and that they were going to be king and queen. They gift dressed like that. Okay, so we just wanted to tell you those things. They were old and bothering things and bothering people. Bruno to try to force his son to be with me, force me to be with his son, and Teresa they want to try to push a daughter of theirs off on my beloved community because they knew we were little, but they weren't really going to do that. They were trying to be in our places. So basically, that's it. We just want to tell you that, they were trying to. My husband said they were going to try to. He was trying to push his son and put his son and make me be with his son. I don't like that man. I couldn't stand that man. And so basically sitting, and my husband couldn't stand any of those women. They see us, we're little kids, and we're married to each other for all eternity. We love each other. We say stuff like that, and they said, we'll just do something to you. All those things. And I'm sure I saw Teresa pull her clothes off when they make me watch them in bed with each other during our kidnap abduction. And I thought I saw something that it's not a woman doesn't look like that. Otherwise, I never ever it's like it's a Beyonce dad. And so we just wanted to say that. So perhaps that's why those children sometimes look like that. But I really don't know. I never saw those people until they came attacking us and everything. And I never saw them undressed except when they made me try to watch during my kidnap abduction. And basically said, and maybe on that Hague film we took to bust them and put them in prison, but they still tried to kill us anyway. So now try to be as careful, safe, and alert. It's Shavuot. And please remember our God, who's God alone. And my husband is very good. He's not bad. And I'm good, and I'm not bad. And our beloved royal family, they're good. And they're not bad. And our beloved royal kinspeoples, they're good too. And the animals are good. My beloved shabtai loves me very much. And I love my beloved shabtai very much. But that's some of the things the kidnappers did to me. So we just want to say that to you. Because we're not lying. And thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. That means on the planet or in the universe. It means don't lie, and we don't lie. Okay, so now, again, try to have a most wonderful Shavuot, and we'll talk to you as soon as we can. And Shavuot Tov again.